Okay. Hello for everyone that's rewatching later. Man, this weather is crazy, y'all. Yesterday, or was it 2 days ago? It was super warm and sunny outside, or like pretty mild, so I could wear like a t-shirt literally or shorts. And tonight it's snowing, so welcome to Tennessee. You never know what you'll get. But I'm just doing a quick weekly meal prep, just chopping up some fruit for the week. So I got this pineapple here, which I'm gonna prepare, and I got this massive thing of Brussels sprouts. So yeah, I love getting these because I feel like it's so much cheaper than if you get the nets. So like you get more for your money this way, because you have to do the work kind of, but it's not even work in my opinion. But yeah, if you want to save some bucks, I feel like these are cheaper. And I'm gonna start with the pineapple, and then I'll chop up some cheese, and we'll get to the Brussels sprouts, and then yeah. But yeah, I wish you all a happy 1st of December for those that are rewatching later. I hope you had a good start to the new month, and I hope the weather is not too crazy where you are, and you're staying warm and cozy. Just got that. Still good. Hey, I'm just prepping my fruits, and I got some Brussels sprouts and stuff. Germans like their Brussels sprouts, or at least I do. So we gotta clean up these. I'm gonna chop up the pineapple. I'm gonna chop up some cheese. So I have everything prepped for the week. Zweiter, fast erster. Die letzten werden die ersten sein. Hi Marco, hi Rap, yes, pineapple time. Good to get your vitamins during this cold season. Is it raining or snowing over there in Ohio as well? I thought it was the police. But yeah, it's snowing here, so we just got back, or I got back from a walk with Oscar, and he was not happy. It was like icy rain / snow, kind of like a weird mix of snow and rain, like this, you know, when it's raining but it's like frozen rain and just like super cold. Thank you. It was snow around 11 p.m. Happy December to you too, my friend. Thank you. I think the real snow will come later for us too. I think around like 2 a.m. Ohio is probably early. I think it will come down to Tennessee. So yeah, the real snow will come a little bit later for us too. But now it's like the rain, and we call it Graupel in Germany, this frozen rain. That's what we're dealing with right now. Super, super fun. 4 inches of snow expected tonight. Wow. Well, get ready for Schneeschaufel, Marco. Morgen wird Schnee geschaufelt. That's like a very nostalgic sound for me. When I woke up as a kid, Germans do, they clean up the snow with a shovel, like a snow shovel. We don't really do the electric stuff or the snow blowers. So whenever you woke up as a kid and you heard the scratchy sounds on the roads, like from the snow shovels, you knew that it snowed overnight. And I always loved that. Hallo Gianni, Grüße in die Schweiz. Wo in der Schweiz? Basel, Luzern, Bernerland, Walliser. Snow season actually is in January here. Okay, so for you guys it's a little bit later, huh? We usually get a little bit of snow in December, or sometimes even November here in Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee weather is just unpredictable. And then February, I would say, we have like snow again, and then March is just ugly and gray and muddy, and everyone's just ready for spring. And then April is pretty much summer, kinda. Ja, wunderbar. Hi Hungry, how are you doing? Are you hungry today? I got pineapple if you want some, but that would be quite a drive for a pineapple all the way to Tennessee. Zürich, ah, nice. Zürich war ich tatsächlich noch nie, muss ich sagen. Obwohl ich an der Schweizer Grenze aufgewachsen bin und die meiste Zeit meines Lebens verbracht habe, war ich noch nie in Zürich. Ich kenne aber fast niemanden aus meiner Gegend, der noch nicht in Zürich war. Ich bin da eher eine Ausnahme. I like your hair, thank you. It's a Dickies head, I think. You get them here in the country stores. Like the Rural King or a Tractor Supply. Hey, Fräulein, nein. Cat is trying to steal some pineapple here, I guess. My hands are still frozen. I was outside walking Oscar in that rain snow mixture and it was not very pleasant. Hi Marcel, you eat a healthy food, that's why you are so beautiful. Thank you, appreciate that. Do you snore? I do not snore. Not that I'm aware of. No one ever complained or told me that I snore. So I don't know. I'm usually not awake when I'm sleeping, watching myself sleep. So, but from what my partners in my lifetime told me, I don't snore. Do y'all snore? Anyone snoring here? Do you want to out yourself? Hi, Del Toro. But yeah, snoring is not just annoying for other people and yourself. It's really not good for you, because that means that you're breathing through your mouth, and that's bad for your lungs, because if the air gets into your lungs through your mouth, like the nose has a big function for the lungs, so the nose, breathing through the nose will warm up the air gradually that goes into your lungs, so it will make it healthier or better for your lungs if you breathe through your mouth. And through your nose, sorry. And also when you're breathing through your mouth and you have your mouth open, that can also lead to some like crooked teeth and a fleeing chin, from what I heard. But I'm not an expert, not a doctor, so take it with a grain of salt. Am Abendessen esse ich immer Ananas. Ananas is good. Did you watch the video about my anxiety and sleep disorders? I did not yet. I want to keep that one for basically like a podcast when I like clean up the house something, because I can just listen to it. But I was just working yesterday on a Sunday, I know. It's not what you're supposed to do, but I've just been too busy, and I have a big event tomorrow that I have to prepare for, or like a bigger event. So I finished my YouTube video too, so I was just a little stressful here, so I wasn't able to watch anything. So yeah, it was pretty boring. I love watching my YouTube videos or friends that post stuff, but I'll catch up on everything. I thought so, cause it took hours to research. Yeah, it's the same with videos, Marco. Everything that takes a lot of effort, like editing videos or what you do with researching, I feel like often doesn't get appreciated as much as you wish, but people just enjoy short form content at the moment, or just very like easygoing stuff, nothing too deep. Although there's like some trends with like very emotional videos that people really enjoy those too. But yeah, I hope I could have helped just one single person out there. Well, maybe you did. Did you get any good feedback? 10 points to Gryffindor, yay. Thanks. Even though I'm wearing Slytherin green, so but thank you. Appreciate it. Pineapples almost cut up. So how has everyone spent their 1st of December? Isn't it crazy that it's already December? I can't believe it. I don't even know what I did in November. Whenever a month ended, I'm like, what did I do last month? Like, where did the time go? Crazy. Tons of feedback. That's great. Gangster. What gangster give? Gangster. Cat streams. Heard that. Trying to catch up real quick. Thank you for your service. You're welcome. Okay, I think that's all. Hi, Edjan. I'm not alone. Oh, you mean with the sleeping disorder? I got you. I thought you mean like in this moment. Lieblingsmusik heutzutage. Lieblingsmusik heutzutage. Gute Frage. Ich höre aktuell sehr wenig Musik. Ich war mal eine Zeit lang sehr intensiv mit Musik beschäftigt und habe jeden Tag Musik gehört. Aber aktuell wirklich sehr selten, weil ich einfach auch gar nicht dazu komme, habe ich das Gefühl. Oder mich darauf einlassen kann. Jetzt um die Weihnachtszeit höre ich gerne Jazzmusik oder Weihnachts-Oldies und so. Aber generell mochte ich schon immer die 80er. Ich bin mit meinem Papa aufgewachsen, der immer 80er gehört hat und 80er Radio gehört hat. Deswegen war das so Teil meiner Kindheit. Obwohl ich nicht in den 80ern gelebt habe. Aber ich bin damit aufgewachsen trotzdem. Deswegen höre ich das heute auch noch gerne. Und deine, Marcel? Thank you. Time flies. Time definitely flies. For sure. More than I would like. My pineapple doesn't fit into this container. So into this container it goes. I hope it will fit in this. I need more glass containers. Do y'all need use glass containers or plastic containers? I'm trying to get rid of my plastic containers gradually and just rely on glass stuff because of all the stupid unnecessary plastic and everything, which is not good for you. Both. I have both too. So usually with hot stuff, I would never put that in plastic because I feel like the heat releases more microplastics in the food if you put that in. So with cold stuff, I still do use some plastic containers just because I hate throwing stuff away. Roxy got a 3D prototype printer for me by printing out 3D parts. For printing out 3D parts. That's cool. What's she printing, Marco? Like what kind of stuff is she printing? For her like art stuff? Four-wheeler. What four-wheeler? Okay, I'm gonna clean this up real quick. Oh, also, printing art. Nice. Okay, what kind of art? Do you know? You've probably seen her art before. I have not. Just those costumes that she's making. Also, I forgot. I was posting something earlier, but for some reason I got deleted. I think my phone was acting up while I was uploading. So she launched her own designer shoes. Oh, how cool. That's neat. So she's making her own shoes. Like, is she like Converse, or is she just painting them, or how can I imagine? Figurines, nice. Yeah, I wanted to make a post earlier because I had an idea. I saw that in a store here in Nashville one day. So there was this Christmas tree in this cafe, I think, or a bakery. And they had all the pets, like the cats and dogs of the people that were working there. And so they had pictures printed out of the animals of their staff, and they put them into Christmas ornaments. And I thought that was such a cute idea. So I'm gonna make a post again. So if people want to, they can send me a picture of their pet, and then I'll make some Christmas ornaments out of them and hang them up on this year's Christmas tree. I thought that would be really neat. And then I'll dedicate a live stream to that. So if people want to add any story to that or tell me more about their pet, they can add some information in the mail, like an email, obviously. Or just keep it anonymous, whatever they prefer. But I thought that was such a good idea. Collaboration with an Italian shoe company, sponsor talent. That's cool. That's nice of you. Okay, my cheese is almost done. Next will be the Brussels sprouts. I'm least excited for that because cleaning up those is always annoying, but it gotta be done, and I would rather do it now than later in the week when I'm more stressed. Okay, cheese is cut. Pineapple is cut. I don't even know where to put the Brussels sprouts, to be honest. Subconscious. I feel ya. I guess everyone with a dog can probably relate. Although, honestly, I got very lucky with my dog. My dog doesn't smell, I think. And I lived with dogs before, so I know people get immune to the smell of their own dog, so they can't really smell it anymore. But I feel like since I had Oscar, like from the beginning, I could never really smell him. So I feel like I just got lucky with a non-smelly dog. Maybe it's just because he's a little one and he has short hair or fur. Modular origami. I know origami, but I don't know what the modular origami is. So I couldn't tell you. Is it just normal origami or what's that? If you want to elaborate on that. Okay. Onto the Brussels sprouts. That's the fun part. Just it's kind of like that fall that you can pop with your fingers. Has like the same sound basically. Kind of satisfying. I see your dollar sign is back. Don't fall for lousy Sims. So far we haven't encountered any lousy Sims, and I wouldn't see why I would fall for anyone. So I am not worried about that. Same when you say that you're scared when people monetize, they will turn mainstream or sell their soul. I can understand that concern to some degree, but I think I know myself well enough that I am not worried about that at all, because yeah, I just know my personality and my values, and they don't change. So in modular origami, you fold paper to make pieces that are put together without glue to create stylish polyhedral structures. It can be a cheap and satisfying hobby. Tutorials on YouTube. I've seen origami before. So it's just origami basically just without glue. Okay, thanks for letting us know. This is Brussels sprouts, by the way. In case people don't know, if you're wondering how Brussels sprouts grow and you think they just grow on the ground like little cabbage, this is actually how it looks like. So it just turns into the stem, and these will actually turn into flowers, kinda. So these are basically like flower buds a little bit. So yeah, this is how it grows. And then when they harvest it, they just chop it off and then they pluck it from the stem. And it's usually cheaper that way to buy it like this because it saves them some labor by you just plucking it yourself. And it's cheaper and win-win. I mean, you gotta do the work, but it's actually really satisfying, not gonna lie. Die Rosenkönigin mit ihrem Rosenkohl. Hi Thomas, guten Abend, liebe Rike mit Familien, Hund und Katze. Dankeschön, guten Abend nach Deutschland. 1 Uhr gleich. In Germany it's almost 1 a.m. Wie ist dein Abend, Thomas? Was hast du heute gemacht? Schönen 1. Dezember, schöner 1. Advent nachträglich. Happy 1st of Advent to everyone. Belated was yesterday, right? So, what did y'all do for Advent? Did you all, in Germany it's a big tradition to have an Advent wreath, or like I think it's an Advent wreath, right? With 4 candles on top that we light each Sunday before Christmas. And usually we would build them ourselves or buy them on the Christmas markets. But it doesn't feel like Advent already. Like, I'm not ready for it, so I'm just acting like it's not December yet. What language are you speaking? Hi, JK. I speak English and German in the stream because we have Germans here too. And I do enjoy speaking German once in a while. And I know all my Germans usually understand English, but I enjoy speaking German once in a while. Rosenkohl ASMR, Brussels sprout ASMR. I feel like that's new. I feel like I haven't seen that on YouTube yet. Usually it's just like girls with microphones putting stuff on the microphones. So here you get Brussels sprout ASMR. Enjoy. It's for free. What are those things? Oh. What is this? I don't know. I don't know myself. No, I'm kidding. This is Brussels sprout. Brussels sprouts, actually. So, I know many people haven't seen how Brussels sprouts grow, but I'm from the countryside and I'm very used to seeing those. Sometimes the farmers would just leave some of those stalks on the field that don't have many Brussels sprouts because it's not worth it for them to pluck them. Because they didn't have a lot of Brussels sprouts on them. So after harvest, you would be allowed to go onto the field and just grab the ones that are not been used. Same with asparagus or lettuce, pumpkins, all that stuff. So it's definitely an advantage if you live in the countryside. Hi, Zishan, sorry. I love Brussels sprouts. Hi, Miss Yoris. Good to see you. I love Brussels sprouts too. I know a lot of people don't. And it really screws up my inside. Like my body does not enjoy Brussels sprouts. Like, I don't get like bloated or stuff, but it just hurts my intestines. Like, it's just not easy on the stomach. But worth it. I just like the flavor. I like roasting them with sweet potato and all that. Explain to your American viewers Nikolaus, Ani. Nikolaus. So you can just take them for free. In Germany, you can. It's not like. It's like a. Hello.
Hello.
Who's this man? Are you Saint Nicholas? Marco wanted me to talk about Nikolaus.
Hello.
You know Nikolaus?
No.
Yeah, with the boot, the little boot that you fill with sweets.
Who's that guy?
He knows. He's just acting. So yeah, you can technically take them for free. At the countryside, like when you live in a village in Germany, everyone knows everyone. So it's like an unspoken rule that you can just, when the harvest is over and there's still stuff in the field, you're not supposed to take it, but you can. Otherwise, the animals will just eat it, you know. So. Thomas sagt Hallo. Gefüllte Stiefel. Yes. So, oh, that's actually really soon. St. Nicholas is soon. So in a few days, there's St. Nicholas. It's a German tradition or European tradition. And it's actually a Turkish saint, right? Like a Turkish guy. He came from Turkey. But we celebrate him in Germany too. And he's just like a good, like a saint, like a good guy that we celebrate. I have to look up his backstory again because it's been a while that I learned about him. And so as a tradition, children will put their boots outside the door, like a front door, and parents or St. Nicholas will fill up the boot with sweets or nuts and oranges and anything Christmassy. Of course, you would want to get chocolates. Whoever parents put oranges and nuts in their shoes, poor kids, because yes, it's like the tradition, but whenever I get more nuts and oranges than chocolates, I was always sad. Live größere Stiefel, mehr Süßigkeiten. Hi Milano. Genau. So there's the trick. The bigger your boots, so if you're a little kid, of course your boots will probably not be very big. But since I did horse riding for a very long time, because I was cleaning up the horse stable, so I could do horse riding for free, so win-win. And I had boots for horse riding, and those were really, really big, especially, even though I have a very small shoe size, but they were just high enough so they could be filled till the brim. But sometimes if your boot is too big and you're getting too greedy, you will get less than it would fit into the boot. So it's not always good to put out the biggest one because they can come off a little greedy. Dein Englisch einfach eine Katastrophe. Danke, Barcelona, Russia. Red doch einfach Deutsch. Ist schwierig, Barcelona, Russia. So he said I should speak German instead of English and that my English is a catastrophe. But if you live in the United States and you immigrate to the United States, it's kind of a little bit of an issue to speak German all the time because you will need to speak English when you live in the United States. So yeah, that will be problematic. I hope when you travel to other countries you don't just speak German there because yeah, I think that wouldn't be that easy to get along with others. What is... my phone is frozen. I hate when it happens when I can't move the stream anymore. Reagiere einfach nicht auf solche Trottel. Ja, das stimmt, sollte ich eigentlich nicht. Zeitverschwendung. Ich mache ihn nur zur um Aufmerksamkeit zu bekommen. Aber es ist schwierig, diese Dinge in den Mülleimer zu werfen, weil die so groß sind. Ich glaube, die nehme ich nachher mit, wenn ich mit dem Hund spazieren gehe. Und dann fressen es vielleicht irgendwelche Viecher aus draußen. Problem gelöst. So, zu meinem Rosenkohl. And to my Brussels sprouts, because once you take them off the stem, that's not done. You still have to clean them up a little bit. When I see people not cleaning them, I know they're lazy because you're supposed to remove a little bit of the bag because it's just very tough and like chewy. Why are you cutting the stem? You mean the little ones? Just because I feel like it's a little tough and just what my parents told me, and I'm just doing that because it cooks more easily when you have a little bit more of a surface, and I always make a little cross in the back. That's just what I grew up with, and that's what I'll do. Thank you, miss you always. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's always complicated when we have German and English in the stream, so it's easy for me to fall back into German, but then I forget that like 80% usually are either Americans or just international people. So that would be kind of unfair if I just spoke German, especially since, yeah, I think like my YouTube studio, it's like for creators, you have like statistics, and they will show you where the majority of your audience is from. And for me, it is America, Germany, Canada, and Australia currently, but it always switches slightly. So it used to be, I think India used to be in the 3rd place, but it's not anymore. So it depends on the month. It will always switch a little bit, which is really interesting. And also on the content that you make. Where are you from? I'm from Germany. Thank you, Flex Game. That is a Brussels sprout. I just talked about India. Brazil, yeah, we had Brazil was actually very high in the statistics too, so I have a lot of people from Brazil too, which I'm surprised because I don't speak Portuguese, or I don't know, but I guess people in Brazil like to watch YouTube. Do you have any English? No, I have a little bit of French. So part of my family has French origin, but just like tiny amount or percentage, however you say that. I'm just a German potato, basically. So, yep, not very interesting. Just German. Man, it's coming down hard now. You can hear the rain on the roof. How's the weather for everyone? You guys got snow already? I know it's been snowing in the north pretty strongly, and it's about to come down here to the south. So I'm excited. I love snow. So probably when I wake up tomorrow, we'll have a winter wonderland outside. But who knows? It warms up pretty fast in Tennessee, so it might be gone by the time I wake up, unfortunately. Bye, Marco. Gute Nacht. Grüße nach Ohio. Milano, das stimmt, man kann die panieren. Was kann man panieren? Meine Mutter hat zu Blumenkohl immer Paniermehl dazu getan. Ja, lecker, das kenne ich auch noch. Blumenkohl dünsten und dann Butter schwenken, sagt man, glaube ich, oder? In Deutsch. Butter mit Paniermehl schwenken oder Paniermehl in Butter schwenken, bis es braun wird, und dann über den gedünsteten Blumenkohl geben. So einfach und lecker. Muss ich mal wieder machen. Danke fürs Erinnern. Ich habe gestern erst Blumenkohl gesehen und dachte mir so, sollte ich mir vielleicht wieder kaufen. Sehr gesund, besonders im Winter. Cauliflower, there's a German way of making cauliflower. Just because I have Brussels sprouts here, so let's talk about cabbage. Since I just established that I'm a German potato, we also live on cabbage and potatoes. So you can just steam a whole head of cauliflower in a little bit of water. So you just steam it for probably like 20 minutes or so. It really steams really fast. And then you will just put some butter into a pan, add some breadcrumbs, you know, like stuff that you use for making schnitzel or coating stuff, like those breadcrumbs. And then you just let them get brown and toasted, and then you add the butter and the breadcrumbs on top of the cauliflower, and it's super simple and really delicious. It's kind of meditative, to be honest, to clean up Brussels sprouts. It takes forever, but I like tasks like that sometimes. Milano, stimmt. Do you live in the USA? You're talking really good. I do live in the USA, yes. I immigrated to America like 3 years ago, pretty much. Silke, I visited Kiel, Germany when I was in the Navy. Hey, you got if that's your real name, you got a German name. So do you have any German ancestors? It sounds like it. Silke is a super typical German name. But yeah, Kiel, I've been there once. It's really nice. I don't even remember why I went there. I think I was looking at different universities in Germany. I think Kiel was one of them. But I ended up in Bavaria for university instead of the north. It's a beautiful town or city. Ganz schöne Fummelarbeit mit dem Blumenkohl. Ja, das stimmt tatsächlich. Da muss man viel Geduld haben und immer diese kleinen Blätter abkriegen hier. Aber die kann man ganz gut abholen, zum Glück. Gar nicht so schwer. Of course I speak German if I'm German. Ich bin in Deutschland geboren, habe da die meiste Zeit meines Lebens verbracht. Natürlich spreche ich Deutsch. Sometimes cauliflower is sneaky. You think it's clean and then there's like some like sand and weird stuff in it. What did y'all eat today? What did everyone eat? Was habt ihr halt alles gegessen? I love cabbage. Recently my mom made me homemade pickled cabbage. It's so delicious. Ooh, that's nice. Like sauerkraut or kimchi or just pickled. I mean, I guess pickled cabbage would be sauerkraut, right? Because that's literally just what it means. So sour, like in English, just means sour. And if you pickle something, it will be sour. So I guess pickled cabbage is automatically sauerkraut. Wo wohnt ihr denn in Deutschland? Meinst du die anderen im Chat? Ja, lass mal hören. Hey Jan, na, wie geht's? Is your country too cold? You mean Germany? I wouldn't say it's too cold. It's pretty much, although I was about to say it's the same as Tennessee, which is not true. Tennessee is definitely more like Italy if you would compare it. So to all my Germans or Europeans here, if you want to compare the weather in Tennessee, da wo Johnny Cash herkommt, Nashville, with any European country, I would compare it to Italy. And I've been to many European countries or countries in general in the world. And if I think about something that comes close, it would be Italy to me. So very mild weather, still very cold winters for a few weeks, but they don't last very long. But summer lasts forever, and it is very, very hot in summer. Sauerkraut style, nice, that's cool. But she speaks your language, German, English, French name. I also speak Chinese, flex game. But I don't use it very often here in Tennessee, surprise, surprise. Especially when you're, although there's actually quite a few people in Nashville I could technically talk to, have conversations with, but I don't have the occasion very often. Winter reminds you of Italy? Yes. Yes, ich bin Deutsche. Indy or Andy. And yes, the Tennessee weather in general reminds me of Italy. Of course, Italy is not as humid for the most parts of Italy, like maybe in some parts, maybe in the south, but it's not as comparable. Like, it's not as humid as Tennessee. Tennessee is definitely next level when it comes to humidity. But the weather in general reminds me of Italy. If I had to compare it to something. Or like Croatia or something. Where's my sandwich? Sandwich woman making Brussels sprouts today. Or I'm not really making them, I'm just preparing them for the week. Because the worst part is always, I love cooking and I cook pretty much every single day, like fresh, usually from scratch. But if I don't have everything like at least prep where it's like easy to use. It is way harder for me to find the motivation to get started in the kitchen. And I do not just live on sandwiches, Jack. Good in the kitchen, yes, that's where a woman belongs, right? In the kitchen. What's for dinner? For dinner, actually, I made, what did I make? I made like a Vietnamese style noodle soup earlier with shiitake mushrooms and tomato and just kind of like a pho soup with lemongrass and all the good stuff. That was delicious. But yeah, I'm not eating anything anymore tonight. Maybe just some, I don't know, some snacks. Some chips, maybe. I got some chips left from Thanksgiving. And sour cream style. Die besten. In the field, pulling the plow. Or that, yes, you're right. As long as a woman's working, right? No rest. Man, the rest is only reserved for men after a hard day of work. Because what a woman does is not considered work. It's not real work. Us women kitchen workers, yes. For life, kitchen for life. We start early, we'll end until we die. Oh yeah, we'll basically do that until the day we die. Ain't it fun to be a woman? Deine Pferden, sind die gesund? Habe ich schon mal Pferde gehabt? Ich hatte mal ein Pferd, als ich jünger war. I had a horse when I was a teenager. I got it for free from a friend that had multiple horses. So it's good to have rich friends. But for that I had to clean the horse stable, so there we go again. You're a good woman. I will keep you. Did you see that, or do you know that it's like a, not like a meme, but like a video. It's like gorillas, or like, is it apes or gorillas? Like something like that. And it's like, it goes like, let me think. It's like super, it's like a cartoon kind of. It's like, Schatzi.
Yeah.
What's that thing again with the good wife? Kiel wife. What's that again? How does it start? Oh yeah.
I can't remember.
Life good or something. Fight with wife. Kill wife. Regret.
Kill boy.
Miss wife. I forgot. It's funny though. You will find it if you Google it. Nimm Tomaten. Tomaten gehen immer. Tomaten für was? Zum Essen? Ja, Tomaten gehen immer, das stimmt tatsächlich. Tomaten hatte ich vorhin in meiner Suppe. Pretty much, yes. You understand, monsieur. Only we will understand. Men don't get it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not trying to generalize. There's a lot of men actually that do as much house chores as women. I think in a healthy relationship, that's definitely how it's supposed to be. At least that's how I grew up with. My parents were very, everyone's doing their part and everyone's contributing in the same way. So I grew up very non-traditional, or I wouldn't even say non-traditional, just how it's supposed to be, I feel like. Mikrofasertücher. Oh, Sie können Deutsch und mega gut Englisch. Als was arbeiten Sie? Darf ich nicht verraten, leider. Das für eine Rosenkohl ist auf jeden Fall keine Arbeit für Ladies mit extrem langen künstlichen Fingernägeln, da wäre die Hälfte der Nägel schon abgebrochen und in der Schüssel gelandet. Das stimmt tatsächlich, Milano, aber auf so künstliche Fingernägel habe ich gar keinen Bock. Erstens muss man das bezahlen und das sehe ich nicht ein, dass irgendjemand an meinen Fingernägeln rummacht und ich dann dafür bezahle, dass ich da so Plastik dran kleben habe, die dann abbrechen, wo der ganze Dreck drunter landet. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of fake fingernails. I have long fingernails, like, not this one, this just broke off today. So I usually have like long fingernails, but I don't like having like the glued ones because I feel like stuff will probably get stuck under there and I want to see what's under it, so I want to keep them clear, so I have them clean and all that. And I still like to have a little bit of fingernails so I can use them for stuff I need. Like, it's just easier to live with a little bit of a fingernail than having like super short ones. So I don't know how you guys do it, but I feel like life is just much easier when you have a little bit fingernail for doing stuff. Aber ja, das stimmt, Milano. Just protect German sandwich woman at all costs. Well, thank you, Jack, for saying that, and I'm so glad I have so many kind people here in this community. And same to you, of course. Y'all gotta be protected at all costs too. Hey Shuriken, how goes the day? I'm finishing up wrapping packages. Quite a stack going on over here. Wow, nice. You're just elfing away. How cool. Glad you're done with it. Happy for you. So December doesn't start with worrying about Christmas presents and stressing about wrapping gifts and that. So you're definitely ahead of time. I'm not. I haven't even thought about it. I feel like, so I don't want to do Christmas presents this year, I think. Maybe something like homemade or like something like crafted like you did. Of course, nothing fancy like spoons or like anything like woodwork. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do that. But maybe just like a hand painted card or just something. But yeah, I don't want anything for Christmas this year because I have so much stuff and I want to declutter my house. And so if any one of my friends gifts me anything, you're in for trouble. Unless it's something that I actually really need or something with like personal worth. I will not be upset about that, of course, but anything I don't need, please don't. But food is always welcome. I like food. But this Christmas, actually, I'm gifting myself something, I think. Something that I have needed for a while. Or not me, but some of you know that I feed the stray cats in the neighborhood. So I'm thinking about getting a little outside house for them where they can stay dry in the winter. And they're kind of expensive, but if I skip the Christmas presents for myself and my partner and friends, because they have everything they need, like I know all my friends are good with all that they need. So like I said, I'll just draw them a Christmas card or something and then use the money for buying a little house for the cats, I think. And that will make me happy too, just seeing them sitting in there and not being worried about them freezing in December and January. So I guess it's kind of a present to myself too, just having peace of mind.
Sure, what time is it? What time is it?
Happy wife, happy life. Is that the Australian flag or New Zealand? Mikrofasertücher? Was ist mit Mikrofasertüchern? Ich hasse die. Wenn dann die Hände so dran hängen bleiben oder so ein abgebrochener Nagel oder so. Nee, das geht gar nicht. Sag deinem Schatzi, er soll sich auf die Fallhaut sitzen, sondern dir helfen. Hi, Fatih. Oder? Hast du recht. 50-50, absolutely. Yes, I agree. Wieso dürfen Sie nicht sagen, wann Spaß? Ich darf sagen, was ich arbeite. Ich bin kein Spion oder Agent. Hi to sunny Greece. Welcome. That's where I would like to be right now. Could we trade? Would you want to come to Tennessee and spend the winter here and I move to Greece for the winter time? Although I kind of would miss the snow, to be honest, so. But Greece must be so beautiful.
Yeah, he's like 210.
In der Psychiatrie? Nee, das bin ich nicht. Manchmal habe ich das Gefühl, aber nee, tatsächlich nicht. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Tag, es ist eine Nacht, ich sollte jetzt schlafen. Bis bald, Milano, danke fürs hier sein und fürs Zuhören und unterhalten. Gute Nacht nach Deutschland für alle, die schlafen gehen. Schlaft gut, schöne Träume. Packt euch warm ein, nicht zu warm, sonst schläft man nicht gut. If you're too hot at night, it's not good either. I feel like if I'm too warm at night, I have such a bad sleep. Make me ramen. I had ramen today. What a coincidence. Did you hear that? Or is it just coincidence now? That'd be funny. Finally, a woman who knows her place. Exactly. More women should be like that, right? Just give up on your life and just be in the kitchen where you're supposed to be. Like, you just gotta, you know, give in to what society wants from you.
We got a guy corrected here.
Oh, oopsie. Wrong spot. I hope you all know that I'm not being serious. The way I see it, having long nails and cooking with them, it's gross. Mine are pretty short. Yes, so before I cook, my nails are surprisingly, I feel like, always clean because I wash my hands like probably like 50 times a day. Not that much, but like at least 15 to 20 times. I'm like, I wouldn't say like a germaphobe or anything, but I already made that one. But yeah, I wash my hands a lot. So I've never really had dirty nails, and now I'm very clean with my like hygiene. So even though I have longer nails, I don't have any issues with that. But I definitely understand it. It's definitely easier to keep them short, for sure. I've shattered my previous record this year, December 1st, and packages wrapped. Unprecedented. Nice, that's awesome. That's how it's supposed to be, I feel like. I feel like I'm gonna do that next year. You're my role model or leading example. But yeah, it doesn't feel like December 1st, to be honest. Yesterday I was literally wearing shorts outside. It was so mild and sunny and kind of warm. And tonight it's gonna snow. It's gonna be like a little bit of a snowstorm for a few hours. So I'll probably wake up to snow in the morning. Tennessee's just very interesting with the weather. You don't know what you get until it's there. Okay, I think they are almost done. A few more. Scandinavian. I am German, but I heard that before, that people think I'm Swedish or Finnish or something. I think we probably just have a similar accent when we speak English, but I don't know. Handmade things, anything made with love has to be the best gift. I totally agree. Yes, I feel like when you're a kid or like a teenager, you like handmade gifts. You're right. I want something materialistic. I want money or like the new Xbox, stuff like that. You know, you don't appreciate handmade gifts very much. But the older you get and the more you know what time is actually worth and how fast it goes by and how much time people have to put into making something for you and thought and love, like you said, the more you will appreciate that. But I feel like you need to have like a certain like age or life experience to appreciate homemade gifts. So yeah, whenever I get something homemade nowadays, it always makes me very thankful, or like sometimes I even tear up, depends on what it is, but it makes me very happy. Okay, my Brussels sprouts are all cleaned. Ooh. And this is the trash or the leftovers. What I do with those, I don't throw them in the trash, especially now that it's winter, because I know some animals like groundhogs maybe would like to eat the cabbage. So what I do is I usually just put it in a little bag when I go outside, walk the dog, and just dump it somewhere in the bushes so animals can snack on it. I usually do that when I have like oranges or apples that are going bad. So if you don't have a compost or anything like that, you can always just take it out into nature and let it become part of nature again, or let it be ingested by animals, because I know, I feel like it doesn't do anything in the trash. I will give you permission to leave kitchen for Christmas this year. Yay! I'm so glad. It's been really uncomfortable sleeping on this kitchen counter and constantly falling off. So I'm happy about that. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. Man, I hope new people that come to the stream understand that this is all a joke and they're not like, oh my god, what is this? Hi, Lions Gnu. Sorry, dass ich nicht Hallo gesagt habe. Hab gerade deinen Namen erst entdeckt. You're an amazing person for taking care of animals instead. I do the same. My little babies were a rescue. So sweet. I love that. And thank you, by the way. And yeah, I can only give that back. And thank you for rescuing. And your dogs, I showed them, I think I told you last time, but I showed them to my friends, the one friend that I did the live stream with in the kitchen the other day. And because he was asking what dogs you had, and I just showed him your videos or shorts. And he was obsessed with them too. They're so cute. So yeah. And I hope you're healing well from the loss, because I know that takes a long time. I like snow, but I prefer sunny days and sand beach. Well, it's definitely cool to have a beach and a sand beach nearby. I would definitely not be upset about that if I had that. Bei mir ist alles in Ordnung, mit dir stimmt definitiv alles nicht, wie du schreibst. Und dann noch, was geht in deinem Kopf vor? Lions, ja, das weiß man manchmal nicht so ganz genau, was bei manchen Leuten so im Kopf vorgeht. Ich habe die Vermutung leider viel zu viel von von nicht so guten Dingen und viel zu wenig von in die gute Richtung. Aber ja, was ist schon gut und schlecht? Aber ja. Ein bisschen unnötig, manche Kommentare, kann ich nachvollziehen. Aber ich bin es gewohnt, leider. Da hat jemand Angst um ihren Rosenkohl, dass wir mitessen, drum schickt sie uns schlafen. So sieht's aus. Ab in die Haie alle in Deutschland. Schon spät bei euch. Praise Jesus Christ. Ah, hier, ja. I made ramen for 5 years at a Japanese restaurant in New York City called Ippudo. So I didn't hear earlier, I just got on. Oh, really? What a coincidence. Yes, I had ramen today. Like I made some, it wasn't technically ramen, it was like a Vietnamese noodle soup that I made, kind of like a tom yum style, with lemongrass, tomatoes, mushrooms, just like spices that you usually put in, coriander and all that good stuff. It was really good. So yeah, coincidence. How cool. Hi, Clandestino. Do you care about eating clean? I do actually, yes. I do. Do I eat clean as much as I used to since I'm here in America? I have to say the first year I was here, I was really trying hard to still eat a very clean diet, even though it is technically harder in America than it is in Germany, to be very real. Just because fast food is in every corner here. You will smell it whenever you walk or drive. Even when you're just in the car, you will smell fast food. So it will lure you in. It will definitely play tricks with your mind. And you're like, I'm not actually hungry, but some fries? Why not? But so they're definitely trying to tempt you. So it's not easy to stay away from it. But I usually don't have fast food more than once every 2 or 3 months, to be honest. But I do go to Mexican restaurants once in a while, or Thai restaurants or stuff like that. But I try to eat like a healthy meal then, or like a relatively healthy meal. Thanks for the hearts, by the way. I see that. I guess someone fell asleep with the finger on the hearts. So I hope you're having sweet, hearty dreams. But I appreciate that. Lions, no, I'm Greek, but I speak also German. Oh, cool. I just saw that someone else here was from Greece, so what a coincidence that 2 Greek people are here. Kadimera to you guys. So, German girls make great wives. Someone in this house would agree, but I wouldn't generalize it like that. I would say that German girls are more than just wives. They're just kind of like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to say someone makes a great wife or a great husband or a great anything, you know, because that kind of like categorizes people into just something. And they're not just that. But I think you meant it in a nice way, so I guess thank you.
Hey, that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Hi Luno, if you're still here. Katja, schenkt durch deine Reaktion wieder mich an, unfassbar. Tut mir leid, Lions, dass du dich damit rumschlagen musst. Ich habe es zum Glück nicht gelesen. In my city, it snows once every 20 years. Every 20 years?
Dude,
wow, that is
about
not much. So, if you live to 100 years, you will have snow 5 times in your life. I think I would miss it, but I mean, you can always, once in a while, hopefully travel somewhere where there's snow, if you like snow, and still enjoy living in beautiful Greece. Do you speak English? No, I don't speak any English, unfortunately. Rika ist auch Ausländerin, sie lebt im Ausland, da hast du anscheinend kein Problem damit. Ja, ich bin auch Ausländerin. Ist mir tatsächlich peinlich genug, aber hat mich letztens jemand darauf hingewiesen. Klar war es mir irgendwie bewusst, aber of course I was aware that I'm an immigrant moving to the United States, right? But for some reason I just recently realized with all the ICE stuff going on and all that, I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm an immigrant too, like I'm part of that, like the immigrant issue that they're trying to deal with. Of course I came here legally and I have a green card and everything, so I'm not worried, but I just never really thought about the fact that I'm an immigrant. And I'm like, yeah, of course, if you leave a country to go to another country and live there, you are an immigrant. So embarrassing that I never realized that for the longest time, but I just don't think about it, if that makes sense. Like, I just live here and I feel very welcomed and everything. So I guess I'm just very lucky that people make me feel so welcome, so I never really even thought about it. Do you understand when I write to you in English? I have no idea what that means, no. I'm putting ribbons on the packages now. My least favorite part is the old school curly ribbon too. Oh, that's fun. That's actually my favorite part. I remember the first time I learned how to make those curly ribbons, like with the scissors. Do you do it with a knife or scissors? So when you just hold a knife like this, so anyone that's about to package their presents and you want to have some old school curly ribbons, you just put the bow tie on or that little thing that you want to curl up, and then you just have it here and here, and you just pull through like this, and then it will start curling. Grüße aus Deutschland. Danke, Grüße zurück. What English do you speak? I don't speak English, any English, global, as I just said. The Irish are back. German, I'm Irish, I speak both. Americans, okay, that's a lot of information right now. What's happening? So you're Irish, okay, I'm German, yes. The women belong in the kitchen is a joke between us because we have a great sense of humor for all those new people. Thank you, Jack. It had to be said. So I'm just trying to scroll a bit faster. I don't want to be like all the way behind. Dankeschön, Lions. Das ist sehr lieb von dir. Ich wünsche dir auch viel Gesundheit und Erfolg natürlich bei allem, was du tust, wo immer du hin möchtest oder bleiben möchtest. Man muss ja nicht immer irgendwo anders hin. Ich spreche viel besser Deutsch als Englisch, deswegen schreibe ich meistens auf Deutsch. Liebe Grüße, kein Problem. Hier sind beide Sprachen sehr willkommen. Alle Sprachen, die ich verstehen kann, sind hier willkommen. Beer, bread and car. You're referring to Germans maybe, I guess?
Alright.
Irland mit 2 R, ja. Die Iren aus Irland
Yeah, don't look
mit
at that.
Doppel-R.
Don't watch that.
Take all my hearts. Thank you, Jack. I had a feeling that those were yours. I could sense it through the screen. Thank you. If you're enjoying the stream, thank you, Shuriken, for saying that. Greeks are everywhere on Earth.
Pretty cool. Pretty tough.
I haven't met too many Greeks in my life, unfortunately.
Looks like it's.
I met one Greek lady here in the United States so far,
Very nice.
but that's pretty much it. But yeah, Tennessee, I don't know, I feel like in Tennessee you will see quite a few Italians. If you talk about people that moved here, and Germans. I met a lot of Germans and Italians here, but not too many other countries from like European countries. Scottish too, hey, to all my Scottish sisters. I don't know if you have anyone Scottish here today, but we did in the past, so. Oh, is that,
Percolator. It's time for the percolator.
is that Icelandic? Or what language is that?
Dude, I know. I'm fucking sorry.
We'll never hear from this one. My heart is happy for little
It's time
Oscar.
for the percolator.
Yeah, I would, if something happened to Oscar, I couldn't even imagine, so.
Bubby.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. But I'm glad that Oscar's making you smile, hopefully, or at least I hope he's not making you sad seeing him. Because, yeah, I mean, it can be like, you can be happy seeing him, but also sad when it reminds you of your
I'm toast, fellas.
little angels, right? Some chick in the lives just called me broke for not sending her a cash app. She was the one that on here broke panhandling for cash apps. Yeah, that's definitely something you will never encounter on this stream. I don't think I would ever do that in my life unless I had to live under a bridge for some reason. But probably not even then, to be honest. I would hope for some blessings from the skies instead of doing that. So don't worry about this and about that kind of stuff in the stream. Sometimes I do it with the scissors usually, but I'm getting tired, so I'm doing it with a knife tonight. I always feel more comfortable with a knife. Yeah, you're the knife handler or the knife master, so I would assume that you're doing well with the knife, but it can be quite tricky for some people, and it's probably easier with the scissors in general. You get your citizenship soon. You're pretty smart. I just got mine like 5 months ago. Oh, cool. Yay, congratulations. That's cool. So you've been a permanent resident for the most time then too, I guess. It definitely has a lot of benefits to be a citizen. You just have more rights. You can vote and all that good stuff. So I'm thinking about doing it, but my life is just a little bit too chaotic and busy at the moment for me to prepare for anything like that. But once I have the time and the money, I will think about it. Hello, Merry Christmas to you too. Arthur, thank you so much. You look like a nice person. Hi, Queen. You have the best qualities of Germans. All cars and stuff, yeah. I mean, I'm not an expert at all, but I do like my German cars and many things made in Germany, to be honest. But there's other countries that make great stuff too. But I think Germany is pretty much known for a good quality, right? German food sounds very good. I miss German food. I uploaded a Germany vlog yesterday, I think. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago. Yeah. And when I was working on it, I saw all the German food in the video. I was like, I gotta go back. I need my bread, my pretzels, and yeah, everything, bakery stuff. I miss that the most. I don't know. Yeah, everything you can get from a bakery is probably what I miss the most when it comes to German food. Missed you, woman. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Hi, Egon. How hard German food is? Sausage and cabbage. Oh, that's what you heard. Egon is a very German name, by the way, so I just assumed you were German. I apologize. That's why I pronounced it Egon. So Egon, I guess.
Got in trouble too.
And German food is definitely much more than sausage and cabbage, but we do love some cabbage. And I got cabbage right here, so my kitchen smells like Brussels sprouts right now. But yeah, we do a lot of cabbage for sure, and sausage. But there's more to it than just that. What's your favorite chips?
Yeah.
Chips? Does anyone have a favorite chip? Oh, you mean like chips, like crisps or like potato chips? I was like, chip? I don't have any chip. That's my favorite. So sorry that my brain didn't get the message. Chips, I like the classic paprika chips, like bell pepper chips. And Jack, oh yeah, you were. For some reason, I thought you were German. You're not German. So in Germany, we eat chips that are paprika flavored. So like the bell pepper, like a little powder. It's like a reddish color, kind of like, if you want to compare it to something in America, it would be sweet barbecue. So it has like a sweet flavor and kind of like a barbecue, like a smoked aroma. So that's the closest it gets here in America. So I like paprika chips, I like sour cream chips, and vinegar ones. But honestly, all chips are pretty much good except for chili or yeah, I kind of like all chips to be honest, but not salt. Like salt, just salted. What are you doing? Might as well just get some fries because it doesn't taste like anything. Not worth the calories in my opinion. Don't.
Bro, we're trying to learn how to set up a dab rig.
Oh, something got deleted. Hi Yosuke. Ohayo. We all know what you're thinking about. She speaks better English than the average American. I'm pretty sure she even knows more words. I don't know about that. Well, if you learn English at university or any language, so I can say it from studying Chinese in China. So when I graduated or finished my time at Peking University in China, there was a requirement of how many words you would have to know at the end. And I think our average word knowledge or vocabulary would be 5,000 Chinese characters that we would have to know. And that was more than the average Chinese citizen. So if you learn it as a foreigner, apparently you will learn more than the average native speaker. The thing is just, will you you will know them for like a while when you just like learned them and you just graduated, but will you know them for a very long time? Probably not, because you'll forget 70% of that, right? You cannot remember 5,000 vocabularies or Chinese characters forever, unless you really use them all the time. So the only ones that will really like stuck with you and that you will not forget are the ones that you constantly use. So it's important to upgrade your vocabulary or switch up the words that you're using in any language that you're learning. So if you always use the same word for one thing, it doesn't really get you anywhere, because then your vocabulary is very limited. If you always talk to the same people that always use the same vocabulary, you will always hear the same stuff, right? So it's important to watch movies, listen to podcasts, meet new people, learn different things, YouTube videos in different categories, so you expand your vocabulary. So that's just very important. Do you love Linkin Park? I liked Linkin Park when I was younger, but I haven't really listened to them in a while. It doesn't even matter. Oh yeah, I watched like a YouTube shorts about that. That Chester guy that unfortunately died. Wie spät ist es in den USA? Hier ist es 1:41. 18:45 ist es hier. Like, you have so much knowledge about these things. Do you have a website? I don't have a website. I don't know about any knowledge. I don't think so. 9. I don't know why some people always think that Germans just, their vocabulary is just limited to ja, nein, Schmetterling, Krankenhaus, like all those like words that you hear in like memes and stuff. So Rip Chester, yes, indeed. Rika Chan's English and vocab is impeccable. I would definitely not say that, but I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, my English, I feel like my English is not the yellow from the egg, as we Germans would say.
What was that?
I definitely need to expand my vocabulary or switch up some words that I've always been using because I'm getting bored of my vocabulary, to be honest. If I was Prime Minister, I would bring UK and Germany closer together so I can get all their bread. You should get Prime Minister. I wouldn't be upset about that. Maybe you can just like build a bridge or something so people could walk, because knowing my Germans or my Europeans, we do like to walk, so I wouldn't see why people wouldn't use that bridge and walk over real quick. That would probably be like a morning stroll for most Germans, walking over to the UK real quick to get some baked beans and some mash and bangers. I came to USA in 1998. I'm happy I got it done. It's very exciting. Definitely you'll get it when you are ready to do so. Oh, thank you so much, monsieur. And that's awesome. So happy for you. And you came here quite a while ago. I bet it was very, very different back then when you came here. So I wonder what you think, how it changed, if there's any like drastic thing that you would say is super different from back then. Bye, DJ. Or Lee. Jesus Christ is the truth. Lions News spreading some facts here. Moin. Erfrischungsstäbchen. Yay. Na, wie geht's? Wie hast du... Ah, nee, morgen ist ja mitten in der Nacht bei euch wieder. Ja, ihr Nachteulen hier. Ihr verwirrt mich immer. So viele Deutsche immer, dass ich immer denke, es ist schon wieder morgen in Deutschland. Ihr arbeitet alle Nachtschicht, gell? Ist auch ein Name, Erfrischungsstäbchen. Wenn Leute immer hier den Namen mit reinschreiben müssen. Halbe Stunde später. Ich nenne dich jetzt einfach EF. Oder nee, ES, das macht mehr Sinn. ES. Spaß. Die Zeit muss sein. Zeit muss man sich nehmen. So. Meine Biomülltüte. Ach nee, shit. Jetzt habe ich da die... Ach, typisch. Habt ihr mich mal wieder abgelenkt. Gut gemacht. Y'all distracted me. I didn't want to put my cabbage in here because I want to bring it out to the animals. What to do? You know what? I'm just gonna fish out the plastic on the bottom. It's just 2 things, and then the rest I'll take outside. They might want to chew on some pineapple. Who knows? They get what they get. It's winter time, so they will probably eat anything they can get their little teeth in. Wenn du da bist, Rika, geht die Sonne auf in Germany. Oh, so süß. Danke, danke. Gebe ich nur zurück, Erfrischungsstäbchen. Ich habe dich einmal verwechselt mit jemandem, der Strohhalm heißt, als du ganz neu hier warst. Und nichts gegen Strohhalm. Strohhalm hat sich als guter Typ rausgestellt, aber den habe ich kennengelernt in einem anderen Stream, als ich mit einer Freundin gestreamt habe. Da hat er rumgestänkert, der Stänkerer. Aber bei mir ist er lieb, das freut mich natürlich. Und irgendwie habe ich Strohhalm und Erfrischungsstäbchen einmal verwechselt. Als du ganz neu warst, dachte ich, dass du er bist, aber dann dachte ich mir, nee, der Name war anders. Oh no, the cabbage conundrum. Yes, indeed. So yeah, but I figured it out. It's literally just like some stuff on the bottom, and then I'll just fish that out, and we're good to go. So the groundhogs will have a cabbage party outside, and I'm drinking my green juice because it's wintertime and I don't want to get sick. I work with a lot of people, which I hate. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love working with people. But in wintertime, when everyone's sniffling and coughing and snotty, and I'm like, first of all, how about we stay at home? Is that reasonable? Like, could we just do that? I hate when people come to work when they're sick. I get it if you have allergies, it's different, but if you're like sick, please just stay at home, because no one wants to get your germs. No one wants to go through a week of being sick or having a congested head. So yeah, I do love working with people, but in wintertime it is really something else. So I'm trying to up my vitamins and my vitamin C intake during the wintertime. And in best case, I should also go work out, because it's also good for your immune system and in general to be healthy. But the cold weather doesn't make it easy to be motivated. Hi, Broken. When are you coming to New York City? That's a good question. I was actually considering going to New York City maybe for New Year's, but that would be really busy and hectic there. So I'm not huge on big crowds anymore, so well, I guess I don't know what to say about that. Are you just walking around naked?
No,
Okay.
I just don't have a shirt on.
Okay. You do whatever. If you wanna, you're here for some donations, huh? The hub's walking around naked, I guess. Not really. So he was just topless, but I was like, okay. Rumi Huntrix. Hey, someone's a K-pop Demon Hunter fan. Rumi. She's cute. She's probably my favorite. Although I like Zoe too. Zoe's cute. And the real Zoe from Demon Hunters, like the girl that speaks her or voices her, is called Ami too. So I'm like, yay. I like her. I love Zoe, me too. You're traveling to Korea? How cool is that? I would love to. It's definitely on my bucket list. Japan and Korea are like top on my list. And I'm not an anime fan. Like everyone's like, oh, it's just because you like anime. I don't even watch much anime. Like I watch like a few things like once in a while, like once in a blue moon, but I'm not big on that. Or when I went to when I moved to China, people were like, oh, it's because you're like you like this and this, you're like into that. I'm like, no, literally never watched an anime before I went to China. You know, it's like I was really interested in the culture. It happens, like it does happen. And nothing wrong with being into anime, so I hope you didn't get that wrong. Keep it classy for the stream, brother. I agree, but luckily he put his shirt on before he came. Creeped up behind me. Do you have any sisters? And he has his headphones on. I would say hi to him for you, but he's talking to his friend right now. I do have a sister, yes. You will probably see her in my Germany vlogs, at least until here. She's very camera shy, so if my sister's watching, which she's probably not because she probably is sleeping right now in Germany, she doesn't like to be on camera, so maybe one day. She said she will be open, or she's technically open to it, so you might see my sister at one point, but until then it's a mystery. But some people say we look alike, some people say we don't. There's like not many that are in the middle. No one says we kind of look alike. They either say we do look alike, or they're like, you don't look related at all. Thank you, Hendrix. for the hearts. Appreciate that. And welcome to the community. And keep us posted on your Korea trip. I would love to go. One of my friends in Germany is married to a Korean, and they travel to Korea a lot to see his family. So I'm jealous that they have a cool place in Korea to stay where they can always go to. I would love that. I mean, I guess I have the same here in America, but I just love East Asia. But I also like America, so. The bread in Germany is very good. Absolutely. I agree on that. The bread in Germany is the best. Hi, Nani. It is nighttime here, evening, it's like 7. Is your sister single? I assume so, but maybe not, who knows? I don't know. We'll never find out. Rika, wie sagt man? Aber ja, my sister, I think she enjoys her privacy, and I will keep her private. So I'm not trying to give out any sister information because she doesn't like being very public or anything. So I respect that. Wie sagt man in den USA? Brot mit Sauerteig schmeckt super. We say sourdough bread in America. And I agree. And there's a lot of sourdough bread here, actually. I have like a sourdough starter, like a little package with like dry sourdough, and you can just I think you need to feed it, right? If anyone's into making bread and sourdough, I know it's like a whole philosophy. So people really made that a hobby, and some are really good, especially since when they stayed at home during the, what era. I feel like that era was like a curse and a blessing at the same time, because a lot of people really had to just calm down, and the whole world basically just came to a halt for a little bit, and people just really focused more on themselves and learning skills and just being with themselves, because sometimes I feel like people can't be with themselves. They're always like around people at work, and then when they go home they're like distracting themselves with video games, shows, like reality TV, stuff like that, so they don't have to really think about themselves. And I feel like that lockdown period really just made people face a lot of things that they usually don't have time for and learn new skills. So I honestly really enjoyed that time. Can she make you a sandwich? I'm sure she could. She made me sandwiches before, so I'm confident on that one. Hi Hassan, how are you doing? Come to India. I wouldn't be opposed to go to India. I still want to travel to India one day, but yeah, traveling is just expensive, and time is rare, so it is not that easy, unfortunately. You can't. Why can't you make it yourself? Oh, Nani, I appreciate it. It is very sweet of you for defending me. Jack, just in case anyone's new here, Jack is just being silly. That was just like a joke. Because I'm usually in the kitchen when I'm live streaming, so we just made that a joke that women are supposed to be in the kitchen, and he called me the sandwich woman because of that. So it's not like he's trying to be mean or like weird. So just as an explanation. But if anyone just joined, obviously you couldn't know that or wouldn't know that. So I appreciate it, Nani. That is very kind of you. Hi from the UK. Hi, Kim. So, are you Korean? I see Korean writing here. And yes, I live in the United States, and I love the UK. I think it's beautiful there. And I always wanted to live there when I was younger, but now I'm in the United States. But I like it here too, so it's really cool. It's definitely a vibe. Something that you have to experience when you come here. It's just like, I don't know, something about it, something in the air. Nice. For Oscar and your friend. Thank you so much, Thomas. Danke, danke. Grüße zurück nach Deutschland. Und geht nicht zu bleibt nicht zu lange wach. Es sei denn, ihr müsst arbeiten, dann müsst ihr natürlich wach bleiben. It's all jokes. On top, we share the same humor. I obviously love this German woman. Yes, it's just jokes. If I would be offended or upset, I would usually give out a warning to the person and be like, hey, can we keep this respectful, please, and not make this like weird. But I usually know most people here already and their senses of humor, so oh no, not at all. Don't worry about it. That's very kind that you stood up for me. I will always appreciate that. So I just want to explain that people know that some people are just joking. Thank you, Shuriken, for moderating. But yeah, oh yeah, since you're here, more than when I started the stream. So I will make a post. Anyone that has animals, like pets, animal companions for friends. I'm not talking to the human fur friends, like the thing that people are into. I'm talking about like real animals. If you, although whatever floats your boat, I guess. But if you have pets and you would like to see your pet on a stream or in a video, Oscar and I, my dog, had the great idea that we want to decorate our Christmas tree this year with Christmas ornaments that have pictures of family, friends, or you guys' pets. Because I have seen it in Nashville somewhere. It was a bakery, I think, and they had a Christmas tree, and all the staff of the bakery had their animals in an ornament on the Christmas tree, and it looked so cute. And I don't know, I feel like because y'all have so many cute animals, and I feel like that would just be a cute idea and give them some attention, like so people could see your cute animals. And if you would want to mail a photo to me, I will print the photo out and put it in a Christmas ornament, like I said, and hang it up the tree. And I will dedicate a video or a live stream for that and just show y'all's animals. And if you want to, of course. And you can always add a little story, like a fun story, or any like what your animal, how it is like, or what it does like, or where you got them from, or just like a background story, or just like the personality or something, anything. And yeah, I would love to dedicate a little stream for that. And just to get your animals into the stream and to get to know them a little bit better. I think that'd be cute. So, pepperoni or margherita pizza? Okay, I'll put it in the oven in a second. Pizza will be done in 10 minutes or so. I love typing and I enjoy when you love it as well. I appreciate that. A very fun idea. Yay, I'm glad you like it. I want to mail you more 10-year-old baby or German Shepherd. Let me know how we can make this happen. So I will make a post where I explain it again for everyone. So watch out for my community posts, and there will be like an email address in it. I can't do the whole email address like with the @ and stuff because YouTube doesn't allow like links and stuff. So you will just have to like put it together, but it will be the email address, like just written a little bit differently, you'll see. But you can also go to my biography, like when you go to my YouTube channel, like when you click on my profile picture, and then you go to my description, like usually under that background picture, when you go all the way to the bottom, there's my contact in there. So like a little YouTube email. So you can send to that email. And of course, you don't have to share any story or any like information about your pet. So But if you want to add like a funny story or describe the personality or something or their name or whatever, you can always do that. Or if you want to add your YouTube handle, like how you're called here on YouTube, so I can know what person belongs to the animal, if you want to, but it can be anonymous, of course. Whatever you like. So that's optional, of course. But if anyone wants to see their pet here on stream, probably like in 2 weeks or so, or in a week, depends on how many people will send it until then. That would be really cool. But yeah, I'll make a post again about it, so don't worry, in case y'all forget. And I would love to see y'all's animals, so you don't just see mine, because I feel like Oscar, y'all know Oscar and my cats, and but I've never seen any of your cats except for some. Like some of my friends here, when they have their own YouTube, I see them, but most people's animals I don't see. Do you plan to have children? Probably, yeah, probably. I don't know when, but when the time is right, I will discuss it with the people that will be involved in that decision, or in that they will be part of taking care of it, or you know what I mean. But for now, yeah, time will tell. I sure did not. Talking about that, my partner asked me that, he's like, do you ever do that? I'm like, because I'm someone, it's very, like, way too much information, I know, but I do not have to do that. Like, it never really happens to me. I don't know why, like what's wrong with my stomach, but I am someone that never has to FART. I just sent an email. Can you let me know if you got it? I sure can. I will check my emails later. I usually do that like every other day, but I'll definitely check it today. And I'll also do the post later, and then check my emails, and then I'll definitely, I can respond to it if you want to, so you see if I got it. But I think I will, because why wouldn't I? And of course, I will also check the spam folders, because sometimes they just disappear into the abyss, or they are held back. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave you to it, to your night and or evening or whatever time it is for you. Hi Luno, welcome back. And yeah, like I said, the offer is there, or I mean, it's not an offer, like I'm happy when you send me the pets, so I have some cute Christmas ornaments, and I hope it will make you happy too to see them in a video or a stream. And yeah, I think that will be very fun. I always want to do that, but now that we have a big enough community, I think we'll probably get some ornaments. And thank you. I am from Germany, Akula. Ramesh, where are you from? Take care and have a wonderful night, sister, and a great day tomorrow also. Thank you so much. Tomorrow will be a very stressful day. I have a big event going on with my food pantry, or the food bank that I took over. So a lot of responsibility. We have new regulations and new things we have to take care of, and make sure everything is within the regulations. So I had to work Sunday as well, to have everything ready. So wish me luck, and that we can still do it, and everyone will get their food this month, so people have enough food for the Christmas time, because I know that's very stressful for most people. But yeah, I wish you all a good night and a great day tomorrow, of course, and a good rest of your week. And thank you for being here and hanging out, and it made my prep so much more fun, and time flew by as always. Hang in there, but I'm certain you'll do well. Everything will go great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And hi to India, and rest up, more cooking tomorrow. Yeah, indeed, I actually will cook tomorrow. So for this December, because I used to do like a vlogmas last year where I had a new video almost every day, but I cannot do that. Life is way too stressful. Now that I have my green card and I'm working, not possible, but I will try to do a little live stream in the evening every day in December. We'll see. But I promised myself that I will do it and try my hardest to stick to it. You too. Have a good night, everyone, and good night to Germany. And I hope work isn't too hard for you tonight, and you get some good rest tomorrow or tonight. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye, y'all. Gute Nacht. Tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal. See you next time.